Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another video. This is video number 4 in the Hasbro Marvel Legends series, Avengers Wave 4 or Avengers Endgame Wave 2. Next up is Rock Python. Now you guys, I know this on many people's lists, this is their least favorite or their least wanted figure from the wave. However, I'm simply going in order that it shows on the back of the package, and next up was Rock Python. So just happens to work out that way. I will probably go pretty quick on in this video because there's no accessories. I'm not really familiar with the character. There's not a whole lot going on with it, so should be pretty quick. But so Rock Python, we just get a standard Marvel logo in the front. He is part of the Serpent Society or Serpent Squad. I'll kind of look it up as we kind of look at the figure. But you see he comes with the left arm for Hulk. Pretty awesome looking side artwork on the side of the package. I think that actually looks really good. Here we have the same look at Rock Python, not the figure, I keep messing that up. The comic artwork on the side of the package. Let's take a look at that bio. Rock Python, a mercenary working out of Africa, Mgula, adopts the name Rock Python and joins the slithering villain enterprise known as Serpent Society. Okay, there you go, Serpent Society. And here is the UPC for you guys. Let's get Rock Python out of the package. Okay, and here is the Rock Python figure out of the package. Here we have the Hulk arm. We're going to put that off into the side there, and we'll build Hulk later on after we look at all the other figures from the wave. And here is Rock Python, and it's just an okay figure. There's really not a whole lot going on with it. Before we really get into it and look at the paint apps and things like that and go over the articulation, I want to show them next to the rest of the Serpent Society that we have so far. So here we have King Cobra that was released in the first MCU Thanos wave for Infinity War. Next, we have Cottonmouth that was released in the Onslaught wave, I want to say. And then we also have Eel, which came in the Abomination wave. So here are the members of Serpent Society. You guys may know Constrictor was released in a older wave. I can't remember which wave. It might be Terrax wave. Constrictor is not technically a part of the Serpent Society. He's always turned down the offers to join the group, but however, and I think in some cartoon or TV show or something, he was actually a part of it there. So I know there's some confusion there, but I have kind of looked it up and heard that along the years that he is not technically a part of the Serpent Society. But it's pretty cool. We're finally getting a team. It's been slow and steady. But it looks like we are going to be getting more and more Serpent Society characters, and I think it's averaging, what, 1 per year? So who knows how long it'll take to actually finish out the team. But I am curious to know which character you guys would like to see Hasbro release next as part of the Serpent Society. Let me know down in the comments below. I'm very curious. I'm going to check out your guys' responses, and I am going to look up the character and kind of familiarize myself because I'm not familiar with the Serpent Society. Also, just a heads up, comments aren't working for some reason. Notifications aren't coming up on my phone. I don't know what's going on, so I'm going to be pretty slow to respond. And especially with my new job, I can't do it necessarily at all times, but I will look through the comments as often as I possibly can to answer questions and respond to you guys. So bear with me as part of the delay in the notifications and my new job. But let's get in a closer look at Rock Python, and then we'll take a look at the articulation. Okay, so Rock Python, I don't care for this figure at all. But what I will say, the head sculpt, and it's not even the whole head sculpt, it's really only the part where you could see his face. I like it because it actually, instead of giving him a straight face looking thing or a standard little grin or smirk or anything, he has one lip that's kind of higher than the other, so it does look really good. I will say that I do like the way that looks. You know, a lot of the comic figures, they're either super exaggerated or not exaggerated in any way and dull looking, and I think this kind of gives a little personality coming through because it's something different than we would normally see. So I do like the way that it came out. Now here on video it looks okay. The snake design on his upper torso, I wish they would have done with another layer of that blue paint, because the purple, indigo, whatever color that is, it looks kind of purple, is kind of bleeding through. And again, I don't know that it's really coming out in video, but you can kind of see it through. You know, they outlined it darker so you can see that outline, but inside it just doesn't look as good. So I wish they would have had another hit of paint on there, and I think it would have really looked good. So pretty basic. There's no accessories, but you do get this waist piece here that's floating around. It's done in a silver color. You can't remove it, so it's just kind of floating there. What I do like actually is this blue is a matte color, so there's no shine to it or anything, and I actually like the way that looks. So I'm glad they didn't give us a shiny looking plastic figure. I mean, here in the shoulders we see that it's a little bit shiny, and then we kind of get matte throughout, so that's kind of the big miss there, of those shoulders being shiny when the rest of the figure really isn't. Let's see there. Okay, now let's zoom out and take a look at the articulation. So this is the Grim Reaper body mold, so it's not something that we see all the time, but we have seen it used quite a bit in the last few years since it came out. But it is a pretty good body mold. So the head, you can look all the way down, probably too much so. You can look up this much, and the way that the shape of the head is, that back part kind of hits the back of the neck, so he can't look up higher than that, but he is looking up a little bit, and yeah, you just can't work it that much. You get swivel, of course, a little tiny bit of neck pivot in there. Shoulders go up that high, not a whole lot. You get full rotation, even though it's kind of stiff in there. Upper bicep swivel, you get a double jointed elbow. If that second one wants to, there we go. Get the double jointed elbow going there. The wrists swivel, and they do hinge up and down on both sides. Look in the ab crunch. He can crunch forward that much, so not a whole lot. Can crunch back a little bit. There is a waist swivel in there. If you really want to get good range of motion out of there, you're going to have to kind of adjust the belt down, because the belt kind of gets in the way a little bit there. Legs go out that far apart, so not a whole lot going on there. Can kick forward extremely high, probably higher than anybody should be able to, and back, it doesn't really even go back. You get an upper thigh cut there, double jointed knee, which works great. We do get a boot cut there, so we get a nice swivel. Foot hinges all the way down, hinges up a bit, and then of course ankle pivot. So solid figure. There's not a whole lot to the character design. It's nice that we get another character to add to a team, so it's always good there. It's not a figure that I would have asked for or necessarily need. This, in my opinion, will be the weakest figure in the wave. Again, that is just my opinion. You guys let me know what you guys think of the figure. Are you guys going to pick it up? Are you excited about this figure? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you guys liked the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.